Welcome, volleyball fans, inside the Indianapolis Convention Center in beautiful downtown Indianapolis. I'm Coach K, and this is our first match of the 17s day here on Championship Court, Court 18, at the 2022 Girls Junior National Championships. We've got a match up between two Texas teams, the Flyers, 17 APX Chip from the North Texas region. They are in red. And then Texas Legacy 17 Elite from the Lone Star region, they are in purple. Both teams have marched on to championship court with our officials and our PA announcer, and he's great, one of the greats of all time, Mike Markham. He'll be introducing all of the players from each team. We won't attempt to keep up as he goes faster than Coach K. The booming voice of Mike Markham starting the PA announcements, and it's great to have him back here on Court 18 Championship Court. So this is our opening match of a four-match day here in the 17s division. I am wearing the championship patch, the big match pants, as I always bring those out for the 18 open match as well as the 17 open match. That one will be coming up at 12 noon, and depending on how long this one takes, we may go on time or we may be a little late. Those teams are playing their semifinal matches in 17 Open, and that will be the high point of the day, but we will have an outstanding 17 national match scheduled for 1:30, and the dessert of the day, the 17 Patriot Division matchup scheduled for 3 o'clock. Before we bring the 2022 girls club season to a close, it's been an exciting one. We didn't have a season in 2020 due to COVID, but we came back with a bang in both Phoenix for 18s and Las Vegas for 11s through 17s. Now in Columbus for 18s and Las Vegas for 11s through 17s, then Phoenix for 18s and Indianapolis for the 11s through 17s. Next year we split it even further. We'll have 18s in Columbus. We will have 11s through 13s June 14th through the 17th in Minneapolis. And then we will have the 14s, 15s, 16s, and 17s in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. First time Girls Junior Nationals has ever been in Chicago. Coach K started in 2013 in Dallas, and I'm delighted to be back for what I guess was my 9th season. Next year will be my 10th season. Hope to be in all three of those cities, Columbus, Minneapolis, and Chicago. Our two teams are on the floor. The Flyers in red with white numbers, easy to read. Their head coach, Chip Childers, and there's a story about Coach Chip. We'll talk about that as we get going. And on the other side in gray with purple numbers and purple shorts, it's Texas Legacy 17 Elite. Their head coach, well, they really have two. Jim Smokey Richardson, who's also working with 16 Elite, and then Jen Cobb. Jen wanted to make sure that Smokey got full credit for his work with this team. Our officials for this match, our line judges are Beverly Ray from the Lone Star region, Jeff Klein from the Ohio Valley region. Our scorer is Anthony Hill from the Carolina region. Assistant scorer Andy Chase from the Iowa region. Second referee Sabrina Easley from North Texas, and he just blew the whistle, Zach McWright from the Hoosier region. He said it's the opposite of McWrong, it's McWright. And he will be our first referee. And the officials have decided to go with some blue shirts and some white shirts for this one. The scorers are in the white shirts, and the line judges and the first referee, second referee in the blue shirts. This is Court 18, first match of the day. Excited to be here. Anthony Tompkins of the Flyers, he works on the operations crew. He got me a table, so I appreciate his efforts to set up Coach K even better here on Championship Court. Of course, we appreciate Baller TV's camera, and hopefully our sound system and our scoreboard are working perfectly. As the teams are on the floor and the lineups are being checked. Bronze medals will go to Northern Lights 17B. That's a 17 third team. So congratulations to head coach Nathan Lohr, as he'll get a bronze with his players. And then head coach JJ Itaihau and TIV17 A6 Red. They are a second team, a 17's2 team. They'll get a medal. So those teams finishing in the tie for third and getting the bronze medals as we're about to start. And the first serve belongs to Savannah Jennings, the setter for Legacy. So Legacy versus Flyers, and it is Texas Legacy. Of course, there's a Michigan Legacy. First kill of the match, Hannah Jackson, 5'11" middle hitter with the put away. Flyers will go on the serve of Hannah Jackson. She puts herself on serve. That's always good for your middles. And she sends it over, and the pass is low, so Jennings has to scramble. Free ball giveaway by a Legacy, and a put away for the Flyers. Another serve coming up from Hannah Jackson. Ekwe Anna now in the middle, but she cannot stop the attack of, well, let's see. Yeah, 14, Faith Wilkins, 6'1" middle hitter. She's the only player off this team that went to Las Vegas. So a lot of players making their first visit with this club to Championship Court. Shot from deep off the 10-foot line. Amani Mason, 5'7" outside hitter, gets the kill. Double switch coming up for the Flyers. Their second setter, Sydney Sabin, will come in for Addie Henry. And it should be Tori Green at right side. It is. Scramble play and a back row swing from Peyton Sedlacek. Kill in the middle. Everything clicking for the Flyers. Ekwe Anwa, the 5'10" middle hitter, with that kill. So Flyers up 3 early. Sydney Sabin to serve again. Howard tip to the corner. Didn't get over the head of Morgan Hammer, the libero in white. This time Mason goes long. Good play by Hammer. She's in the white jersey. Let's see, the libero for Legacy, Kylie Bray, I believe, is in black. Mason is blocked. Good cover by Hammer. Then a shot from the right side. That was Green, and it winds up on the floor. Flyers will get the serve. Going to retrieve. No, they will not get the serve. That ball, I guess, not scoring for Flyers, and Texas Legacy within 1. Mason attacks. Excellent dig. Sedlacek, and set deep. Faith Wilkins. So Wilkins was the server, so she was on. Now she'll come off for the libero. Indeed, she is in black. That is Kylie Bray, 5'8", a libero. Jennings out to her left side. Gracie Como, cross-court shot. Bray is there. Chance on the right side off of hands. Kinley Reeder. And the tip. The set was a little off for Anwa, and she stretched as far as she could, but could not tip that ball into play. So, Legacy, if you're joining us late, they're in gray with purple shorts. And Emma Malik will be the server. Shot by Cam Kennedy goes down, the 5'11" outside hitter. Kennedy with a little soft shot placed over the head of the defender. And the libero, Morgan Hammer. She has the white uniform with some red and blue trim. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Forgot to mention that. Lots of fans in red, white, and blue today. Shot by Como is dug, comes all the way back over. We're going to try the back row swing, and it's a kill for Peyton Sedlacek, 5'9" outside hitter. So Gracie Como will be the server, 5'10" outside hitter. We'll talk about both coaching staffs when we get a timeout, as that one skips off the tape. Middle attack, big swing, Hannah Jackson with the rip off the block. Double switch coming up as Addie Henry returns to set. She wears number 3, and Sabrina Nelson to play right side. Addie Henry is a 5'7" setter. She's committed to Hendricks down in Arkansas. All commitments, of course, verbal. Tip scoring, Sophia Grimm from on the right. She is the middle, but with that little tip from the 6'2" player, drops to the floor, and Texas Legacy back within 1. This could be a 3-set battle. Teams seem evenly matched right now. Kennedy cross court. Bray is there. Then the rejection. Big number 11, Sabrina Nelson at 6'2". Gets some help from her middle, Hannah Jackson. And the server is number 10, KP Parrott. Her name is Caitlin, but she goes by KP. Oh, that was almost, I'm going to say solo block by Amani Mason on that slide. She was by herself. Middle was trying to get there. Flyers up 3. Back row swing skips off the tape. The setter, Henry, controls it. Out of system ball from Nelson. Tight set, little soft roll by Peyton Sedlacek. Coming almost up here by Coach K was the libero, Morgan Hammer. And the server is the setter, Savannah Jennings. We've been all the way around. Tough serve by Jennings. Oh, there's going to be a net violation, probably a center line and a net on Amani Mason. She was trying to get there and stay on her tiptoes, but she definitely got the net. Jennings to serve again, deep serve. Morgan Hammer pops it up. Big swing out of the middle. Jackson with the kill. Anna Jackson. And Jackson will be the server. Ekwe Anwa back in at middle. Both these teams making history today. First ever gold and silver medals in the 17 Liberty division. It ranks 4th among the 7 divisions. The missed serve from Jackson. And Texas Legacy back within 1. Their server will be Peyton Sedlacek. Tip shot, that caught the antenna. Little misconnect for Sabrina Nelson on her tip. The best blocker in volleyball, the antenna blocked that one. Coach Chip Childers up talking to the second referee. A serve, and we may see a timeout by the Flyers. Indeed we will. So since the Flyers took the timeout, we'll talk about their coaching staff and club first. They are out of Frisco, Texas. Their head coach is Chip Childers. He has been with this team 2 months. He came along with a veteran coach, Andy Gass. The Flyers went through some transition and a number of coaches departed, and so Chip Childers was one of the coaches that came to the rescue and got this team to nationals. His assistant coach is Jennifer Sabin. Her daughter, Sydney Sabin, plays right side. The club director is Jason Rogers. He's also the owner. He's at tryouts in the North Texas region, so we wish him all the best. He gets the kill. Amani Mason with the rip. Double switch coming back up. Sabin's in on the right side. And Addie Henry will be the server. Flyers from the North Texas region, their tryouts are this week. And of course, the Lone Star region has had tryouts right after Nationals for a while. Scoring off of hands, Gracie Como. And Faith Wilkins will be the server. Legacy with a 1-point lead. Get a good serve from Wilkins. Excellent action on that ball for Amani Mason. She got on top of it and cut it in front of the defender, and now she'll be the server. Only 2 players committed on these 2 teams, so college coaches, we understand a number of players are making commitments after this tournament on July 5th. Tip down, perfectly placed by Sophia Grimm. Kenley Reeder will depart, and coming on is Emma Malik. Reeder a 6'1" right side. Malik 5'4" DS and regular sub for Reeder. She sends it over. Ball off of hands by Cam Henry. Savannah Jennings trying to go on 2 left-handed and dropped it into the tape, so we're all even. Coach Chip Childers up. He's wearing the red, white, and blue striped with stars socks for the 4th of July, so he's brought those to the match. Running a slide, Sophia Grimm clears it. Henry off of the block, picked up nicely by Sedlacek and finished by Gracie Como. Good conversion off the dig. Jennings to Como. Gracie Como will be the server. Hopefully we're coming in loud and clear out there on the USAV website as well as Baller TV. Ball off of Mason. Kennedy hard angle. And Sedlacek was able to dig it. Now going against the flow and attacking from the right side is Green. Sedlacek clears. Scoring Cam Henry. Nice pickup though by Peyton Sedlacek. Make sure I get that correct. The emphasis on the LA in the middle. Sedlacek, 5'9" outside hitter with a nice dig as the off blocker. Have to control everything inside the 10-foot line. The server is Addie Henry. Mason with the dig. Kennedy deep to the corner. A rip from Sedlacek. Peyton Sedlacek gives Legacy a 1-point lead. Assistant coach Jennifer Sabin up talking to her head coach. On the other side, Smokey Richardson. He's in blue with the gray accent. Pacing. Jennings picks up the ball off the block. Attacking hands, Peyton Sedlacek. Timeout by Coach Chip Childers. That'll give us a chance to mention Texas Legacy. They're out of Tomball, Texas, a suburb of Houston, the Lone Star region. They are going for their first ever goal for the club. The head coach in blue is Jim Smokey Richardson. He's also here with 16 Elite. Jen Cobb, she's in the, I'll call that a salmon-colored long sleeve shirt. She's in her 8th year. Christy Greer is also on the bench. She's got the 4th of July headdress and necklace. And then the club director, Katie Davis, she's the owner of the club. Smokey and Jen are also club directors, but she's on the bench along with the recruiting coordinator, Adrian Amaro. Shot from Kennedy is controlled. Then Kennedy with the dig. Mason not ready for the back row swing, so she gives the free ball, but Sedlacek is blocked. Flyers get an attack out of the middle by Jackson. Finish, Peyton Sedlacek. Coach Childers wants better hand position on the block. You can see him gesturing to his front row players. The server is the libero, Kylie Bray. Kennedy, hard angle, Bray is there. Off the block and tapped back by Hannah Jackson. Back row swing into the net. Como. Flyers down 2, they'll go on the serve. Cam Kennedy. Good battle so far. If you're joining us late, Flyers in red, Texas Legacy in gray with purple shorts. Tip shot down for Faith Wilkins. She wears the purple sleeve on her right arm. One big change in girls club volleyball. You can wear jewelry. Coach K has held many an earring or necklace between matches, but it looks very, two players going for the same ball, the libero Bray and the outside Como, and so that one doesn't come back. Flyers will get a break, and Hannah Jackson will serve. Great to hear Mike Markham on the far side doing the PA. Tip by Wilkins. It's down. Good work by our officials. First referee, Zach McWright, with the call. Sabrina Easley came on and did her job as the R2 to indicate that ball was down. Mason high flying. Amani Mason just 5'7", but she elevated on that ball. Looks like 12 subs for the Flyers. So Chip Childers may be out of subs. Shot from the right side. Kinley Reeder. Excellent swing by Reeder at 6'1". Let's see. So Faith Wilkins is serving, and it may be a change at middle. Not sure. We'll find out. Mason cross court, dug by Sedlacek. Now Mason will get it out, assist the ball. Great put away. No, it's still Sophia Grimm in the middle. Coach Jen Cobb mentioned Legacy sometimes plays a third middle. So we're looking for that. Don't want to slight anyone. If we get another timeout, we'll talk about all of our winners so far. We've had 24 finals. We've got a Liberty final in 16s going on behind me. Kill on the 3-set. Sophia Grimm. Legacy looking sharp. The Flyers do have a medal at this tournament, as they were second. Head coach Anthony Tompkins taking the silver in 14 Open. And they might have another one. I'll have to look. That ball goes long. Wide Judge Beverly Ray with the raised flag. 3 to go for Texas Legacy to take the opening set in the 17 Liberty gold medal final, a first in history. So these teams will always know they won the first ever. Ekwe Anwa goes wide right. And the server continues to be Emma Malik. Tough serve. Mason able to get it off the floor. Now Mason with the dig. And a kill for Ekwe Anwa. The server, the libero Morgan Hammer at 5'6", wearing white. Running the slide, timing a little off, so Grimm makes sure. Attack does not clear for Hannah Jackson. And TLVC has 5 set points. It'll be up to Gracie Como to put it in. Jackson off hands. Jennings tried to score on 2. Double contact called on Savannah Jennings. Coach Smokey Richardson pacing, but he still has a comfortable 4-point lead in this first set. What a dig by Hammer. Then it's sent back by Cam Henry. Back row swing, Como. Jackson, oh, that's out of bounds. Line judge Jeff Klein with the raised flag, and the first set goes to Texas Legacy. They win it 25-20. First ever Liberty Championship. The next championship coming up is 17 Open. Those teams playing right now. Be sure to join us for that one. Should be the highest level match of the tournament. No slight to the 16 Open teams, but it's Coast and First Alliance in one semifinal and Minnesota Select and Club V in the other semifinal. Want to mention all the winners here, all the gold medal winners in Indy so far. 11 national Mad Frog Green, 12 national A5 Mizuno Jing, 12 American AP Adidas, 12 USA Tejas Black, 13 Open Mad Frog Green, 13 national Wave Tammy, 13 USA Arte Navy, 13 Liberty Houston Juniors, 13 American Coast, 13 Patriot Skyline White, a 13-3 team, 14 Open, they were terrific, Mintonette, 141, 14 National Top Select, 14 USA Texas Pistols, 14 Liberty Tampa North, 14 American Tribe Sebastian, 14 Freedom, Wildfire Albert, they beat Wildfire Robert in the final. 14 Patriot, Milwaukee Sting White, their third team. 15 Open, Alamo Premier. 15 National, Rockwood Thunder. My former assistant coach Chris Reed gets his first ever gold in his last match as a head coach. 15 USA, Adrenaline Doug. 15 Liberty, A5 Mizuno Pat. 15-3 team, Mintonette, 15 American, Texas Fury, 15 Freedom, and Colorado Juniors Gen. Their 15-2s team wins 15 Patriot. Those are all your gold medal winners, and right now the North Texas region has 6 golds, and the Lone Star region has 4, and the Florida region has 4 of the 24 matches. So Texas right now with 10 gold medals, and we've got a couple of Texas teams, either a Lone Star or a North Texas team will win this one. As we're waiting for the lineups to be checked by second referee Sabrina Easley. Always appreciate our officials. Can't play volleyball without them. First serve belongs to Caitlin KP Parrott. She's a DS at 5'7". KP puts it in play. Jennings will go out to Sedlacek, and that ball's, that was in. Called in. Line judge Jeff Klein. Clearly, KP Parrott did not agree, but line judge had a really good look at it, and Savannah Jennings, the 5'10 setter, will serve. She's committed to Lee University in Tennessee. Shot out of bounds by Mason, trying to wipe it off of hands. Legacy with an early 2-point lead. The team from Tomball, Texas, against the team from Frisco, Texas, a Dallas suburb. So North Texas versus Lone Star. Good run by Addie Henry to keep that ball in play. Chance for Jennings. Big center line. And the block's in the net. So major center line violation, but that is a call that depends on the proximity of the opposing players, and no one was in the area. And then the net violation on Flyers. So they trail early. Mason is dug. Kylie Bray. Shot from Reeder. Now a little pace. Jackson got fired up on that one. And she got the side out. Anwa back in the front row as Jackson will serve for the Flyers. Deep serve and long serve by Jackson. A little too much adrenaline on that one. And the server will be Peyton Sedlacek. And she misses down the line right. Double switch coming up for the Flyers. They get Nelson back in, along with Sydney Sabin. Her mom, Jennifer, on the bench. That serve goes long, and the Flyers struggling from the service line. Next match coming up is 17 Open, scheduled for noon, and it's 10:45 Eastern Daylight Time, so depending on how long this one goes, we should be on schedule. They're playing 10 o'clock semis. Solid double block against Mason. Good celebration. Kinley Reeder and Sophia Grimm. Flyer fans to my right making some noise, trying to encourage their players. Parent pops it up. Mason drives it deep. Perfect position. Sedlacek. Como goes deep. I think Parent with the dig. Now the setter. Jennings digs it, and great recognition. So who was that? That was Peyton Sedlacek. No libero on the floor because Faith Wilkins is serving. And now a timeout taken by the head coach. That is Chip Childers. So with this timeout, trailing by 5, the head coach wants to talk it over. The history of this age division has been interesting. The teams that won gold as 11s, 12s, 13s, 14s, of course there was no 15s for this age bracket, and 16s. The teams that won gold in Open, None of them made the gold bracket this year. We have 8 teams from 8 different regions, I do believe. As we're back underway, running the slide and scoring, Ekwe Anwa. Showing some excellent timing on that slide. So the server is Amani Mason. Ball off the block and out of bounds. Tool time. I believe that was Gracie Como. Indeed it was. Sometimes I have a perfect position here on championship court, but sometimes through the net on the far side is a little tough to see. And a long serve by Emma Malik. Texas Legacy, though, up 4. Fans coming in and sitting on the risers. That's fine. If they don't stand, it works great for Coach K. Wiping it off the block. Gracie Como with the kill. Texas Star Photos now has showed up. They sometimes like to stand in my way, but that's okay. They're trying to get a good action shot for both teams. As Como puts it in play, tip shot Jackson. That's dug and will come back as a free ball. Oh, tight up on the free ball and no touch. That ball's out of bounds. So the importance of putting free balls on the top of the setter, Sydney Saban's head, but that one pushed her up against the net and the connection was off. Got to handle those free balls cleanly. Good pass by Mason. Kennedy is rejected. It is covered, though, and comes back free. Now Jennings will go to Peyton Sedlacek. Texas Legacy in complete control. There's not much as head coach Chip Childers can do. Mason with the pass. Kennedy attacks. That's over the top of the block. No touch on that ball. Here comes a timeout from the head coach, Chip Childers. It's been terrific being here in Indianapolis. I want to thank all of the USAV sponsors. Mizuno Volleyball, proud sponsor of the 2020 Girls Junior Nationals Championship. From beginning players to the top players in the world, Mizuno is dedicated to creating the best volleyball gear for players at all levels. Molten USA is a proud sponsor of USA Volleyball in the 2022 USA Girls Junior Nationals. Molten congratulates the athletes who compete at the highest level and do so with integrity and sportsmanship. So those are 2 of the sponsors. We'll get to more as we proceed. Mason with a good pass. Great finish by Jackson, the middle hitter, lined up in that rotation on the left, and she takes a big rip. Double sub coming in. Addie Henry back in, Sabrina Nelson back in. Flyers still down 7. Popped up by Malik. And that ball does not go over. 4 contacts called. So a couple of points behind the timeout by Coach Childers. Tight ball. Jennings is live in the front row. So that was legal. You could read the lips of Hannah Jackson. She told the head coach, yeah, she was front row. So smart play by Savannah Jennings on a tight pass. She pushed it off the hands of the blocker. Libero Kylie Bray to serve. Jackson finishes. We're in number 1. Return of KP Parrott. She replaces Cam Kennedy. Assistant coach Jennifer Saban with some words for Kennedy. Good serve by Parrott, takes Legacy out of system. They give the free ball, chance to score. Mason read perfectly by Bray. Then Parrott lays out, but it's going to go off the bottom of the net. Good save, Addie Green. Then a dig by Morgan Hammer. Mason off of hands, one of the best rallies of this match. Ends on a tip by Peyton Sedlacek. Sedlacek read the block and just able to tip it high enough to go over and straight down. Legacy doubling up Flyers. Mason off of hands. Bray finds it. Sedlacek to Hammer. Good shot by Nelson. Actually, it was Torrey Green from well off the net, and then the roll shot drops for the Flyers. Jennings to serve again. 3 attackers in the front row. Solid block. Faith Wilkins and Peyton Sedlacek. Jennings staying on serve. The lead is 9. Not looking too good for the Flyers, but Coach K has seen some amazing comebacks over the years. Killed by Hannah Jackson. Saw one from exactly this score to go to overtime points in an earlier match, I believe in 14s. Jackson this time into the net. She has struggled from the service line. Coach Childers looking down at his red, white, and blue socks after that serve. Good serve by Sedlacek. Tooling the block. The high-flying Amani Mason. Saban and Nelson return. Sydney Saban, 5'7", setter. Short serve, oh! Would have been an ace if it made it, but it caught the top of the tape, hung there for a second, and dropped on the Flyer side, and they're back to being down 9. Head coach, well, she said give credit to Smokey, but Jen Cobb up in the salmon-colored t-shirt. Mason rips off hands. Cam Kennedy returns for KP Parrott. Mason to serve. Hopefully our scoreboard's working and everyone can hear Coach K loud and clear here from beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. It's been great to be here. Mason from the back row off of Bray. Back row swing the other way, Sedlacek. Kennedy into the block, Hammer with cover. Cross court shot by Nelson. Another long rally. Como with a creative shot, then Mason from the back row, dug by Sedlacek. The tip goes down for Como. Kinley Reeder coming out, coming in, Emma Malik. There was a center line, foot on the center line, but not over during that play. I think that may be what Coach Childers asked about, but it was legal. I think it was Jennings. Emma Malik with the serve. Ball into the block. Combo block. Como and Grimm. Grimm at 6'2", so good size on Texas Legacy. They're a little bit taller, although not a whole lot. Ace serve off of Mason. Emma Malik. And I've seen a lot of comebacks, but I've never seen one from 21-10. I have to be fair. Flyers in big trouble, but credit Texas Legacy. They put the pressure on in set 2 after winning set 1. Kill in the middle. Ekwe Anwa elevating. Morgan Hammer will serve for Anwa. Jackson will return in the front row. Flyers still trail by 10. They need a serving run. Good dig by Mason. She'll get it back, and she scores. How about that combo play by Amani Mason? She gets the dig and then gets the ball back from Sydney Saban. So give 12 Saban an assist and 4 Mason a kill. 17 open coming up next. What a save out of the net by Jennings. No, oh, I hope she didn't touch that. Well, they're going to say she didn't. Cam Kennedy made a mistake. She should have just let that ball drop. It had no chance of going over. And to be honest, if that was considered an attack, that would be an illegal attack. She knows it was close. I don't know that she touched it, but she certainly tried. Coaches, I think, told her, don't touch that. Don't help them. For one thing, if you touch it, they might dig it. Kill Gracie Como, another side out on a first ball for Texas Legacy 17 Elite. They're on their way to the gold medal, historic first ever gold medal. That ball's out. Tool time for Jackson again. She looks good as an outside hitter. Eight-point lead. Server is Addie Henry. Ball off of hands. Mason controls it. She gets it back again and again. She scores. So let Mason dig it and then just set her. And she's not hitting from the 10-foot line. She's hitting from about 15 feet off the net. And how about this timeout? Smokey Richardson and Jen Cobb want to talk it over. Let's see. They are on the left side of your screen. The head coach is in the middle of that circle. Assistant coach Christy Greer has the headdress and necklace on, and then next to her is Jen Cobb in, I'm going to call that salmon colored. On the other side, they're both wearing black. Head coach Chip Childers and assistant coach Jennifer Saban. So Flyers have cut the lead to 7, and they've got Addie Henry on serve. It would be one of the greatest comebacks in championship court history if the Flyers can come all the way back and force a third set. Kill for Hannah Jackson. Well, they're trying. Another serve by Henry. Jennings. Good side out off the right arm of Peyton Sedlacek. Listed at 5'9". She got up high on that one. Libero Kylie Bray. She'd like to wrap this one up with a couple of serves. Ball off of Mason, out of system ball for Kennedy. She rolls it into the block. It is covered back over. Jennings with some tempo. One thing about Savannah Jennings, she's setting the ball quickly out to her outside hitters. In this case, it was Sedlacek. And we are at set and match point, and a good serve by Bray. Jackson off of Bray. This will come back. No, it will not. Jackson blocked it with Torrey Green, the 6-foot right side. So the pressure on Cam Kennedy. She has to serve 7 in a row. She gets the first one in. And the block stops the slide. Mason and Jackson. Sounds like a law firm. So the combination of Kennedy's serve and the Mason and Jackson blocks. One set point avoided, but there's one match point avoided. Another solid block, and then a clearing ball. That may not come back. It will not. Going into the barricade is the libero, Kylie Bray. Flyers trying to stage an impossible comeback from 24-17. Coaching staff for Texas Legacy on their feet. They need 1 point for a gold medal. Another good serve by Kennedy. Roll shot. Out of system ball. Hammers ready. Mason, though, goes into the net and the dog pile and the celebration. Coach Jen Cobb jumping on top of her players as Texas Legacy 17.